Tuesday analyst Adebayo Abubakar. Good morning, Adebayo.
Good morning, Mariam. Good morning, Ayebola. Good morning, Nigerians.
Good morning, Adebayo. You're welcome.
So you and Adebayo are looking sporty this morning. So if there is a sport event that we are not, I know Adebayo is a sportsman, but I don't know if you
are you sure I don't want to relocate to the sports village?
Okay. All right. Can be a part of the program by calling us on 0912 1019 091242211019 or 00518999241. You can also drop your comments on our Facebook page at Sobi101.9 FM. Okay, let's start with one of the most trending, sad, horrible story that actually happened yesterday. We've been talking about insecurity, and it's gradually closing on almost every city, every town. And we had this very story that broke yesterday. Can we have it quickly so that we can talk about starting the program with insecurity this morning?
Yes, thank you so much. Well, rather unfortunately, we have this from the front page of the Punch newspaper, and this is the bandits behead or abducted Oyo teacher, and that's in person of Michael Oyedoku. Now, Adebayo, at what point actually do we have the government making policies, security policies, to ensure the safety of school children, with private or public schools?
Well, there are many sides, there are many faces to what the unfortunate incident that happened. Because right now, I still can't bring myself to watch the video clips much as it is high on social media. Number one, this is a pointer to the fact that our government is full of talk without action. Because the pattern has been too regular to be ignored. We know that these people are looking for a large gathering. If it is not mosque, it will be church, it will be a church or a school. And all these things are not, this is not rocket science. We all know this. But we, particularly south of River Niger, still believe that we are somewhat immune from the menace of insecurity, particularly southwest. But the reality is down on us now. If they could operate in Oyo State, then they are already in Ogun, if not in Lagos. If they could be operating in Ondo State, in the forest of Owo, all those Ogbese, down to Ise area, they are already in Igbokoda. That is the way it is. They operate freely in Edo, kidnapping people. So it is high time we started, doing the needful. Number one, the bill that tends to introduce multi-layer policing system is gathering dust on the desk of either the president or in transit between the presidency and the House of Assembly. I saw a news report yesterday that said that they will expedite action on the bill to establish state police. No, don't expedite action. They only act when it's possible. It was when President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had the withdrawal of security detail of politicians. That was when they acted as if they would pass that bill tomorrow. Whatever since they offered them an alternative in civil defense, everything has gone down. And again, some of them can afford private security. At times, they may not be able to get at you, but they get at somebody who is very close to you, who is very dear to you. They look for something that will embarrass the government and government officials. Just imagine how it will sound in the ears of international community that 45 school children and 45 people and teachers were kidnapped. And one was beheaded.
The gruesome way that the man was.
So it is high time there is Amotekun in place. I thought the governors should have pressured their senators and House of Rep members into expediting action on this to ensure that bill is passed. And now feel like Amotekun can be armed also. I saw a video clip on social media where some of the volunteers, the vigilantes, were saying that the soldiers advised them not to advance because the guns they were carrying were the same thing as the one the soldiers are carrying. So and these hunters that are carrying what people call Abagoroso, the Sakabula. You have when you shoot, you have to go a minute. Is that what you are going to use to confront somebody who is carrying a paper? So we need to stop. We cannot fight insecurity with press releases. We cannot fight insecurity with condolence messages. We cannot fight insecurity with threats that are laden with rhetoric, platitudes. Every now and then. So them now, after 2 days, this one will die down. They will go and prepare statements in anticipation of the next one. Governance is not like that. Leadership is about anticipating threats, neutralizing them before they become problems.
You see,
So you don't
Adebayo,
react. You should be proactive.
Adebayo, as regards the act itself and their means of distribution, they use the video definitely to circulate this. But is it that you make a comment or something that it doesn't go well either with the government or with some other prestigious people? There's a way they do, and they usually
They'll
catch
pick the
them.
person
So
up.
why is it this video, if they're using another person's phone, obviously maybe, but then why is it to try
You
to
see,
get
the
that
job
proximity?
is on the security agencies. If it were to be somebody on social media that sound insulting to a politician, you will see them with full force. You would think that they just returned from training where they trained the Gestapo in Germany. The way they come and arrest, if it is Justice Crack or any other, like a very and the rest of them. But this one, no, they won't be able to. Or if it's a core member who bought a recycled line, you see the way and manner they will helicopter, Apache, everything. They will mobilize and go and arrest an armless core member.
But this
So,
one-
and again, those who are posting and recycling these pictures, where is your humanity?
Let me pause you there. When we go come back from this commercial, but we'll continue from that. Where we stop, please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Is it okay to make fun of our tutor? Let's have a talk. Go get make your titles strong, so cover all your mouth. Not to do yanga with your smell. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Zero cavities and fresh breath. If you use a Colgate paste. Not to do yanga with your smell. Brush your teeth with Colgate. Colgate, number one oral care brand in the world.
Bébí bàbá mi tí mo nílò oúnjẹ ní kíákíá. Ohun tó fẹ́ tó ní wàrà tó tún ládùn o. Kìbùgàrí mix
ni mo nílò. Kìbùgàrí mix gẹ́lẹ́ bí mo ṣe fẹ́ sí orí kírímà àti ṣúgà. Gẹ́lẹ́ bí mo ṣe sí kìbùgàrí mix.
gàrí mi mo di rọrùn. Jẹ̀gbádùn nílé nínú ilé àti ibi iṣẹ́.
Gary Kibo 3-in-1. Omi nìkan ló kù kó fi kún.
Gàrí mix.
Yeah, so this is Jolly Johnny on the streets. How well do you know Maggi chicken flavor? Oh yeah, spell celery.
Celery. Celery.
Bros, you want turn out to salary? Okay, spell turmeric.
TURMRIC.
Yes, so
Turmeric.
correct. One carton of Maggi chicken flavor for you.
Maggi chicken flavor with onions, celery, and turmeric.
My game changer.
I'm in love.
Mo ti yóò fẹ́ o. Sonia tomato sachet. Òótọ́ ni o, mo fẹ́ràn Sonia tomato sachet gan-an. Ó rẹ̀ dòdò, ó kí, ó dùn. Tí n bá fi sebẹ̀, jollof rice tàbí spaghetti, àwọn rẹ̀ á tàn yò. Oúnjẹ mi á dùn sí i. Sonia tomato mix ń jẹ́ kí oúnjẹ dùn.
Kí ló ń sún ọpọ́n ìrẹsì jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù lọ sí ìgbádùn tó ga? Ṣé tí wọ́n bá sè é pẹ̀lú kóró náà fún àdùn àyẹn ni? Tàbí tẹ́ ẹ bá jẹ́ pẹ̀lú ojúlówó sàláàdì Nàìjíríà, èso kábéèjì, kárọ̀tì, lẹ́tùsì, àtẹ̀wà oníkíndìnrín díẹ̀.
Jẹ́ méjèèjì, ṣe jollof rice rẹ pẹ̀lú adùn kóró náà kí o wá jẹ́ pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀fọ́. Ó yá, jẹ́ kí ọ̀pọ̀ oúnjẹ rẹ gbé pẹ́ẹ́lí lónìí tó dáa.
I'm in love.
I'm in love. Sonia tomato sachet. Yes, it's true. I love tomato sachet. The color is so red, so thick, so tasty. When I use it for my stew, jollof or spaghetti, the color shines better and food becomes tastier. Sonia tomato sachet makes meals delicious.
Óyá, jẹ́ fún ẹgbọ́n ọṣẹ àbùfọ̀ Good Mama tuntun. Ó mú ìmọ́tóní ẹsẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ wá pẹ̀lú ìgbélárugẹ òórùn dídùn fún ìsọdọ̀tun sí i. Gbogbo èyí ló wà nínú ìdí tuntun tí a ṣe fún ìgbélékè rẹ̀. Dánwò lónìí.
Good Mama, the washing is fast. Good Mama, my fabric is smelling fresh. Good Mama, express cleaning. Good Mama, reason to
Ó ní ìdí tó
smile.
fi jẹ́ Good Mama. Mímọ́ tóní lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀, ìsọdọ̀tun sí i.
Across Nigeria, MTN Foundation has impacted 600 communities with the What Can We Do Together initiative, inspiring a world where no community is left behind with better healthcare and science lab facilities. Nominate a primary healthcare center and a public secondary school for upgrade today. Visit www mtn.ng/WCWDT or text MTN to 421. Nominations close June 8, 2026.
Why are you still paying 1,250 naira per liter when your neighbors are paying 50 naira per SCM?
Stop losing money. The CNG movement is here. It's safe, it's verified, and it's smarter.
No cash for conversion, no problem. With Money Point NCGC and Credit Corp, you can convert now small while you save big on fuel.
CNG.
Cleaner, safer, affordable, driving Nigeria forward.
Visit any PICNG accredited conversion centers today or visit www.pci.ng.
Today's review of newspaper headlines and editorials with the news.
You're welcome back from that commercial. So still listen to Sobi 101.9 FM, and today's review of newspaper headlines and editorials is analysis with Adebayo Abubakar, Afolabi, and Ayobola Anila Ayu. And we went for that break. We started the conversation on the recent report that we murdered teacher and the students that were kidnapped. Now, before we went for that break, Adebayo, you started with this angle of how people are sharing this video of this man online and how exactly out here, and even the family of the murdered man.
Yes, number one, assuming we have not lost our humanity completely, how can you continue to share such a glory picture, knowing fully well that this man has family, child, he has children, he has a spouse or spouses, relatives, colleagues, work. And again, have they bothered to even stop for a moment and put themselves in the shoe? Just imagine that it is my picture that is here dead like that. How will my mother, my brothers, my wife, my children, how will take it? All in a bid to attract clicks and traffic to social media posts. I think we need to re-examine ourselves in this country and think of what we do sometimes. What are the implications? And inadvertently, they seem not to know that they are promoting the evil work that these men of the underworld are doing. Because by the time you start, they are able to picture out there and strike fears in the heart, in the mind of the people, and send jitters down the spine of those who were to give them a run for their own money. But some people, out of overzealousness in getting followership on social media, keep sharing. Once I see any post, your teacher, I don't even bother to look at, and something is attached, I just scroll past. I don't stop by. So I can't imagine getting myself to posting it. It's like giving them free publicity.
Exactly.
And that is good. I think we need to look into it. Sometimes when you are talking about press freedom and you are against government regulating the activities on social media, when you come across this kind of issues, you pause again and ask yourself. If you are saying you are in support of government will not know where to stop. That is just the problem.
You have to strike.
But there should be some. And one thing that annoys me the most is that they have community regulation, and they will be allowing such to be posted. They will even give the graphic detail of how it happened, attach it to it. Yet the algorithm will not be able to, as much as it attracts traffic, and for them to expose their adverts on such a post. I think the federal government needs to sit down with tech experts and people from the Gen Z who have not lost, who still have a bit of morality in them, because there are still a number of people among the Gen Zs who came from very background, who have good upbringing, so that even they behave, you think they belong to Gen X or the generation before Gen X. So we need to this, and anywhere accidents occur, instead of them trying to rescue the victim, they bring out their phone. Honestly. They are looking for exclusive content. Everything is content creation, and it hurts so much yesterday that I just felt like closing my social media account and using social media.
And thank you as much as I would like us to talk about that. It's like a whole broad topic on it. So when you talk about how people, try to generate content, they go about it, and it seems to have cyber law, but what does it do? Now let's talk about this one. EFCC discipline officers over UUTH raid. The chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Ola Olukoyede, has vowed that any officer found to have acted outside established professional standards will face disciplinary action following an incident involving operatives of the commission and staff of the University of Udo Teaching Hospital in Cross River State. Because we started with this security and security officials, so I want your reaction on this particular story.
You know, I've said it times with that number here that the man is, handling the Economic and Financial Crime Commission with a difference with the way, as far as discipline and professionalism is concerned. Things have changed for the better since he came on board, and I cannot judge but keep commending him. And federal government, the president, these people who are appointing, to encourage him to continue in this trajectory. Because number one, if you look at the accounts of those officers, they acted as if they just strolled in, greeted people, and people started stoning them. Nigerians are not that irrational. Much as we are even saying that Nigeria don't have the best of relationship. Even if a policeman walks in somewhere, people will still, even in the midst of area boys, they will still remain calm and listen to what the person has come to do. It falls short of standard of operation everywhere for any policing outfit, because they are also a police. Any policing outfit to go into a hospital and discharge tear gas, an environment where you could have people who are asthmatic, people who have cardiovascular that will not be exposed to sharp odors. You are all in the name of dispersing. You see, they said when a craftsman only hammer as the only instrument at his disposal, every problem will look like a You always if you don't go for the trigger, you go for tear gas. So I think credit should be given to the chairman for taking that line. He said preliminary report had established that they did not act well. But among the team, once the investigation revealed who among them acts in contravention of the standard of operation, rule of engagement, will face internal discipline. And kudos to him. And I believe too, the Nigerian police force, in the last couple of years, they also deserve commendation, just that the bad are too many among them. Because right from the days of the predecessor of Ebetokun, this Nasarawa man that is looking for governorship in Nasarawa, I've forgotten the name now, Damu something. He had, any time there is a video on social media depicting police misconduct, he had always acted swiftly, and I'm glad that tradition continued through the reign of Ebetokun, and it's also continuing under Tunji Dizu. So we should continue, but police is like larger than life compared to other paramilitary establishments. So it's a drop in the ocean what they are doing. But these institutions should be encouraged to do more of this internal self-cleansing.
Okay. All right, thank you so much, Adebayo. Well, we have this one from The Sun that says that citizens can now report public service complaints online, as reported or disclosed by the head of civil service. Now, I want to ask you, Adebayo. Now we are in Nigeria. First of all, this online in particular, how effective is it to start with?
If you visit the website of ministry or extra department, parastatals or agency, you will see contact us. They put a phone number. They put an email. Send an email to those addresses and see whether anybody will reply you till their kingdom come. Number, it will ring out. There was a time I was writing an article on the AFCFTA. I needed to contact the Abia State Ministry of Commerce and Industry or something, any related ministry under Abia State. I went on social media. I signed the internet. I couldn't get, but I finally get Ministry of Commerce on Facebook. There was a phone number there. For more than 1 month, I was calling this number. It was ringing, nobody picked. So the same thing, I could remember during my service here about 19 years ago. The NYSC camp, there is a desk called Savicom.
Okay.
What is Savicom? Savicom is set up as a kind of watchdog over client relations with federal government, any federal government agency, how the external clients, like anybody, if you have external customers, if you have anything doing with them, so if you are not satisfied, you make a report. How has Savicom been? If you go to federal secretariat Savicom,
hospitals to federal,
but I've never had any spectacular news of a spectacular achievement that this thing happened and Savicom was able to, turn it around. We are not discrediting what they are doing. Maybe I've not been able to come across some of their, but I doubt if this good as it sounds on paper, it's to submit your complaint on the website. It's another thing for the officer in charge to assess it and even act on it. They may even tell you that they don't have data.
What about the orientation of the man actually make use of it, especially in Savicom you did mention? How many people see it?
You just see
At the end of the day, it ends up to be one agency where you just post anybody like they say, food for the boys. Where it's another, you appoint somebody to go and head that place, or any senator or House of Rep member who wants to do what they call empowerment. Empowerment is to get them federal government job, not establishing industry and getting them employed there. This is what that has been. It sounds good on paper. I have this friend, he lives in Canada. He is late now. He said in Canada, if they want to construct a road, any project, that if in future, after the completion and handing over,
we have to go for this week. When we come back, we can.
For this Naija, everybody go chop. Whether you be man, woman, pikin, you no go fit escape am. You go chop for this new close-up red hot 130 gram promo. You fit chop your own share from the of prices like airtime, electricity payment, cash, and dinner date for you and your person. Just buy the close-up red hot one, put am, set the code inside to *8011 *5# and instructions. Oh yeah, time to chop, don't start oh. Tell your neighbor, tell your friend, even your ex, everybody must chop. As you dey buy the close-up red hot 130 gram, your mind go dey tell you say you go chop something. This offer go last from April to July.
òṣùpá sídìkì ẹ̀ láàyè ń lọ sídìkì ẹ̀ láàyè ń lọ ṣé làwọn máa tún ṣe sídìkì ẹ̀ láàyè ń lọ ogun máta lọ́pọ̀ kó má ra làwọn ó padà ti dópin sọ̀ǹtàgbára kásán yòókù létà sídìkì ẹ̀ la sọ̀ǹtàgbára kásán yòókù létà sídìkì ẹ̀ láàyè ń lọ. kó tó bá ti bá àti bá jẹ́ electrical appliances computer àti computer accessories wọ́n ta automobiles ó ti nǹkan náà ń ta kí ẹ̀ wàhálà lọ́dọ̀ wọn a máa fún ọ lówó díẹ̀díẹ̀ oṣooṣù ní fúnníṣẹ́ oṣù ọ̀sẹ̀ fọlọ́jà ọ̀sẹ̀ ẹ lè san lóṣù méjì oṣù mẹ́rin oṣù mẹ́fà oṣù mẹ́jọ àbọ̀dún kan tó jẹ́ oṣù méjìlá tẹ́bá tí wá sọ́dé dàjì 50% wọ́n á gbọ́jà yẹn fún yín ọ̀nà sọ̀rọ̀ kù díẹ̀díẹ̀ kò sí owó èlé lórí ẹ̀ zero interest ni wọn fowó kan sí lórí ẹ lè download app yìí lórí app store.
Abdulrazak Abubakar University AATU, a degree awarding fully accredited by the National Universities Commission (NUC), a private university strategically located in the heart of the town. For security-wise, facilities include smart classroom for learning, solar and inverter system, Wi-Fi connection, cafeteria, sport arena, school clinic, and suite hostel accommodation, well-grounded academic, non-academic staff. Above all, tuition fee is affordable. Intended students, what are you waiting for? Hurry now and choose AAT University as your first choice at the JAMB portal and get your admission without further delay. For more enquiries, kindly
For this Naija, everybody go chop. Whether you be man, woman, pikin, you no go fit escape am. You go chop for this new close-up red hot 130 gram promo. You fit chop your own share from the 500 million naira worth of prices like airtime, electricity payment, cash, and dinner date for you and your person. Just buy the close-up red hot 130 gram promo pack. Open up. Set the code inside to *8011 instructions. Oh yeah, time to chop, don't start oh. Tell your neighbor, tell your friend. Everybody must chop. As you dey buy the close-up red hot 130 gram, your mind go dey tell you say you go chop something. This offer go last from April to July.
Today's review of newspaper headlines and editorials. First with the news.
Thank you for staying tuned to today's review of newspaper headlines and editorials of the analysis, the Tuesday edition. And we've been having conversations, but you can be a part of the program by calling us on 09124221019 or 00518999241. So, Adebayo, let's wrap up on that conversation we're having. You were giving us an example of, the way some of these service compliance work in Canada or something. So I can wrap up with that.
So, as I was saying, he said that if any project is going to be executed, he will open a website for people to come and put some people, particularly people who live in the area, the target beneficiary of that project. And once that is done and the project is handed over to the client, that's the government, that the website will still remain functional. If you notice any defects, that website, snap picture, upload, and put small comments under it.
So feedback process.
Yes, okay. That will for example, if a road is constructed and it's not in a particular portion, you snap and upload and describe the place for them, they will and fix it. But not so in Nigeria here. And go to all those ministries, look at their website, they won't.
Okay, let's move away from that and let's talk about politics. This one says Jonathan AGF opposed 2027 eligibility suit. And the story is just telling the Minister of Justice have asked the Federal High Court in Abuja to dismiss a suit seeking to stop Jonathan from contesting 2027 presidential election. Now, the ruling will be 26 for a composite judgment, including a ruling on the application by the plaintiff. So all this one is unnecessary. But let's have your reaction on this particular story. We'll see. So, is it that threat to some, I don't know, to some people that we have to have this particular story, developing?
You see, I think the judiciary still need to come down hard on those business who do from shopping around. For crying out loud, President Goodluck Jonathan left office in 2015. He has never told anybody that he's scared of him being on the ballot come 2027 now, and he's sponsored that busybody to go and start wasting our judicial time. For crying out loud, there has been court cases decided that anybody who had completed a term before doing one is no longer eligible for that. But law does not work in retrospect. The law does not work in retrospect. You cannot. The law was passed after President Goodluck Jonathan had done the full term he did, in addition to completing late Yar'Adua's tenure. So it is not applicable to him. Why would somebody now come up now and say the court to buy him? When courts, when it is right, like lawyers say, it is right in law to start saying the obvious. If one feels like contesting, it is within his right on account of when the law came into force. I think the law came into force post 2015. So, and this thing happened between 2010 and 2015. That is when Dr. Goodluck Jonathan was the president. So I don't know why the judiciary will continue to be lenient in their penalty for anybody who wastes our national judiciary. We are talking about, the judiciary being, kind of short-staffed, that we need more judges, and the few that are still available, some Nigerians still find every opportunity to waste their time. I think this thing should be, even some, I learned that the plenty people said that one of the judges will recuse himself. That is, that he, when you don't have trust in the impartiality of any judge, you can apply for recusal, that is recuse himself. So that is to tell you, he already has an idea that this is a no-nonsense judge who are not likely going to entertain those frivolities. So we need to, try and NBA should also partner the judiciary also, because they are also priests on the temple of justice. We need to sanitize that sector and free it from all these frivolities.
Okay, still on politics, APC Senate primaries, Daniel Amosun Rochas Crash, Abiodun Uzodinma, Bello Muin. So I just want to ask a general question, as I'm sure you've been following the primaries that we've done here and there, and how do you think it's shaping, the political future of Nigeria, especially come 2027?
Yesterday, I witnessed on social media what we call parody of an election.
Okay, parody. I
saw a clip labeled from Igbotapo, Ondo State. Mm-hmm. Another one has been from Delta North. About less than 20 people were on queue, and somebody was counting them, and he counted up to 1,300.
Is it counting their
1, 2, 3, 8, 40, 102, 103, 300. He was counting it like that. And at the end of the day, the last figure he pronounced will be written down. I just hope, because if that is what happened, if what I saw that those videos are what actually happened, another one in the Ebonyi State, I think those who are against the use of direct election will trying to convince anybody that it will work. Mm-hmm. Because number one, there is an aspirant now in Kwara State here who contested for the tickets for House of Rep in Moro, a Dupatigi Federal Constituency. Her name is the Honorable Amasa Fumilayo Salamat.
Okay.
She said that despite the last e-registration that was done, nobody has a membership card that could be used in screening or in identifying who is an authentic member of APC that will qualify them to vote. So look at that. It means you will see some people who vote in APC primary, vote in PDP primary, vote in You know that you say these are the things that happen in rallies. When anytime they organize rally, some people it is their duty.
Same group.
They attend different rallies. Those ones are Mopomuya. You don't need to invite them. They will come. So in order to prevent that kind of thing, the essence of that e-registration mandated by INEC should be for verification and identification of bona fide members of those parties, so that a stranger, somebody strolling by, will not just come on and say he wants to vote and claim to be a member of the party. This same person will now collect money, move again. And another thing is that if you look at the kind of figures they are throwing up, it's a recipe for post-election disaster. Because those who are bent on rigging, you recall in the last, this kind of thing happened in Anambra. The APC in Anambra then said they registered about over 300,000 members, but their governorship candidates scored less than 40,000. So where are the members? Who did they vote for? You can imagine. So look at the picture and the figures they are throwing up. Some people, the figure they claim to have registered as members alone is competing with the total number of voters registered for with INEC in that constituency. So these are the things I observed. And again, the horse trading called what's it called now? Consensus. Because the Electoral Act 2026 stipulates that what is going to be regarded as a consensus is that when you get a written and signed commitment of each of the screened aspirants, that is when it will be agreed that you have just, you have agreed, you have had a consensus to present only one candidate. And in order to accept that, we have reports that some people were physically prevented from even, or some people were not even allowed to be screened. But right now, there is a lady, there the senator representing Ipalibo Harry Banigo, senator representing River Southeast. A sitting senator was screened and said not to be qualified. On what basis was she elected? What has her membership of the Senate now got to do with her eligibility to contest for the next one? So if somebody is already in the Senate and he wants a re-election, I wonder what will make such a person not qualify. Is it that he has been sentenced to prison during the last 3 years when she was sworn in as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? No. So on what basis are they disqualifying? Go to Kogi West, Senator Jubrin Echecho is also threatening stone and fire and brimstone. He's threatening fire and brimstone, saying that the battle line between him and APC is drawn, and he's an APC member too. Although in his own case, they gave him, I think in his ward, they gave him, and the person he contended against, in his polling unit, they gave him 2, and the person is contesting against 750 something. So he said the battle line is drawn.
I think I saw another story.
All those drama are bound all over the federation, and even in our own Kwara state here too. The drama, we are not, we are not left behind.
We are having debunking.
Senator Sani Mustafa is rumored to be interested in the governorship.
Yeah, they have to debunk it.
So we had a report that our governor is going to emerge as the incumbent governor is going to emerge as the consensus senatorial district. Boom, from nowhere, another report comes that
this conversation is interesting. We'll continue when we come back from this break. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Yeah, so this is Jolly Johnny on the streets. How well do you know Maggi chicken flavor? Oh yeah, spell celery.
SELRIE. Celery.
Bros, you want to turn to salary? Okay, spell turmeric.
TURMERIC.
Yes, so
Turmeric.
Correct. One carton of Maggi chicken flavor for you.
Maggi chicken flavor with onions, celery, and turmeric. My game changer.
For this Naija, everybody go chop. Whether you be man, woman, pikin, you no go fit escape am. You go chop for this new close-up red hot 130 gram promo. You fit chop your own share from the 500 million naira worth of prices like airtime, electricity payment, cash, and dinner date for you and your person. Just buy the close-up red hot 130 gram promo pack. Open am, set the code inside to *8011 *5# and follow the instructions. Oh yeah, time to chop, don't start oh. Tell your neighbor, tell your friend, even your ex. Everybody must chop. As you dey buy the close-up red hot 130 gram, your mind go dey tell you say you go chop something. This offer go last from April to July.
Yes, so this is Jolly Johnny on the streets. How well do you know Maggi chicken flavor? Oh yeah, spell celery.
S-E-L-A-R-I-E. Celery.
Bros, you want turn out to salary? Okay, spell turmeric.
Turmeric.
Yes, so
Turmeric.
correct. One carton of Maggi chicken flavor for you.
Maggi chicken flavor with onion, celery, and turmeric. My game changer.
I found something inside my Nescafe Original 3-in-1 pack the other day. A unique code printed inside.
Yes, so every pack of Nescafe Original 3-in-1 now comes with a code inside in the Nescafe Next Level promo. Just text the code to *7022# and you could win 500,000 Naira cash. Up to 1 million Naira in prizes to be won. Promo runs until June 30th, 2026. T's and C's apply. Nescafe World.